I wrote up the scenario, and done the map. There's the original map from, I think it might have been this book. If not, I got it from another. So I used that to design the layout for the Lanzarote Ridge. There's all the units. Information. That's the German units, first wave. Second wave, third wave. You could do fourth, fifth, sixth, whatever, if you want to continue. It's a yeah. The game is a Star Trek Kobayashi Maru no win situation. Just had to get Star Trek in some way. I'll put that up on probably my Dropbox, Google box or something, so people can download if they want to play it. If it suggests you get the rules, rapid fire reloaded. There's also rapid fire extended rules, which I think I need to get them. I think they're in Normandy, which basically we're playing now. So the Germans went last. They had a 6 vehicles and 2 companies, and 3 vehicles were destroyed and the other 3 were routed with what was left of the companies. I think they lost about 10-12 men. The Americans have moved up more closer along the wall, basically because they can get more shots off. Germans have moved into a town. They've dropped off a couple of Nebelwerfers. They moved into a town, occupied these 2 houses and this church. There's also a Mark IV 75mm Panzer. And we kick off now, turn 9. So I believe it's the Americans. Yeah, Germans moved into town, so Americans. What have we got? This is turn 9. The next reinforcements, the Germans get to turn 13. I've added in mines into the game. So mines, hold on, let me get the information. When laying mines, you must clump in 2 groups only and select an area and mark it clearly on the map. Only mines for 6 inches by 6 inches area. Use house rules for mines. Mines are 1 to 2 when crossing the minefield. You're hit, and then throw a d6 to consult the damage chart for vehicles in the rulebook. I did forget that during the Lanzarote Ridge, Normandy, late December 1944, the Americans had, well, the Allied had air cover. Calling in air cover every 4 turns, 2 attacks on ground targets. 1 on a d6 radio fields to contact air support. I'm just thinking, because it's too late in the game, not to bother calling in the air cover. Yeah, I'll just leave it out for this game, and I'll do it in the future when I'm really just using this as a test to write up the rules, and then I can play it properly in the future with one of my friends. Okay, So Americans. Okay, all necessary morale tests are taken and any resulting actions carried out. There is no morale test because the American section is no retreat, no surrender. So there's no morale for them. Chance observation tests are carried out now. Could be a chance to see these Germans here and here moving into place. So okay, so observation works with line of sight. So up to 48 inches, 60 inches of the target's fired. So nobody is fired, these guys are just getting into position. They're actually in hard cover in this ruin. There's nobody sticking out. So actually, this tank is just rolled into place. Let me just turn the camera around. This camera, or this tank here, has just moved into place. They're going to hear that, the sound, the rumble of the engine. Always hit this tower. These guys also, they're in soft cover and they're below the size of the hedge itself. In Normandy it was known as bogage. It was quite tall. Sometimes you're talking 10, 15 feet, maybe more, depending if there's tree lines along it. So again, that's going to be difficult to see. The only thing they can really spot is that tank. So line of sight's moving, hasn't fired, not to 40 inches. It's not obscured, that wall's low. It's actual size to the tank. So they can't see it, and it's up to 14 inches, 13, 14 inches. So okay, this is to spot the tank. And let's see. Chance test. Targets in cover may be seen automatically or may be observed by a chance test. Only one chance test can be requested by a player on a target in a turn. If necessary, D6 though is achieved. Target is visible to all enemy units within 12 inches of the person taking a chance test. Chance test must be taken before any movement or firing takes place. Just double checking the rules, that's why I was taking a wee bit long. It doesn't actually specify. See, there's a chart at the bottom for observing targets, but it only goes up to 6 inches, 6 to 12 inches in soft cover, 6 to 12 in hard cover. It doesn't go beyond that, and it tells you what you need to roll. So you need 6s. Troops in a building or troops in hard cover. 5, 6 for soft. So, but then again it says observation. Visibility of target is line of sight. Now that's line of sight there to the tank. So, and the tank is above the wall. It's not completely covered, so it doesn't tell you what you actually have to roll. So is that an automatic sighting? So visibility to a target is line of sight up to range of 48 inches, 60 inches if fired. Line of sight is blocked by buildings, built up areas, wood cells, and static armoured fighting vehicles. Line of sight to infantry, guns and vehicles behind or in contact with hedgerows or walls is blocked if these are high enough to conceal a target, higher than the model on the tabletop. Elements in contact with hedgerows and walls can be seen through or over them. Designated high spots. Right, this is the way I'm going to take it is that line of sight can be seen automatically because it's driving in, it's making noise, it's coming up to the wall. It's being observed by guys in trenches and on the hill. I'm going to take a chance observation, but to see if we can see these guys. And the chance observation is targets in cover may be seen automatically or may be observed by a chance test. Only one chance test can be requested by a player on a target in turn. If the necessary D6 though is achieved, the target is visible. But what is the role that the book sort of leaves out? Okay, the only way I can sort of read this, looking at the rules, are that line of sight, open field, they can be seen automatically. Up to 12 inches, if they're in hard cover, soft cover, ditches, trenches, they have to be observed to be seen. So anything beyond the 12 inches cannot be seen. So that's the way I'm going to have to play this, which I think is the proper interpretation of the rules. But since I didn't write them, I'm not sure. Alright, so the Americans can't really chance observation in anything. They can see that tank because of its movement. Probably see that opal too, actually. Yeah, line of sight again. They can see the opal and the tank. So smoke shells, chance observations, then smoke shells. No, figures and vehicles are moved. Close assault or resolve firing is declared. So we're not moving. Oh, we are moving. We have a just remembering that they can only move 3 inches basically when they're unlimbered. Okay. Fire is declared. So we're going to have this mortar team. That's 20 inches to the opal, 18. Actually 16 to the tank, 20 to the opal. So from the mortar team, but again that mortar team, that's only a 50 inch. Or, let's check. $60. That's a 60mm mortar. I don't know if 60s can penetrate tanks. Need to double check that. But we have a 57mm to class 3 HE3D6. So the artillery. So we'll have the artillery on the tank, the mortar on the opal. Actually, I wonder how far 60 inch can fire. 18 inches. And that was 20 inches if I remember. Let's see. Yep. It's not firing in them on the opal. Can't see any troops. Really limited fire here. 13 inches. Still too far to be spotted. So yeah, Americans are not going to do very much here. Actually, they have the artillery. And there it is. So, artillery. Indirect fire. Yeah. But they haven't spotted anything to radio in on. Only the tank and the Opel. So, let's do the main artillery on the Panzer IV. The 57mm on the Opel. Or should we concentrate fire all on the tank? Right, so we're going to do the artillery on the tank, and we're also going to do the 57mm on the tank. Just concentrate everything on the tank, basically. And that will be it for the Americans. So firing HE indirect. The way this game works is you start from the heaviest rounds to the lightest, so from artillery down to guns. So firing HE indirect, an OP for guns firing indirect or an independent mortar or multiple rocket launcher unit must throw a D6. Okay, so we know what this is. We know it's the D6 for the radio man. 1, it doesn't get through. 3. So the message gets through. The fire of mortars and infantry guns are part of a are attached to a unit can be called them by the CO. Mortars up to 60-inch caliber have a maximum range of 18 inches. Bigger mortars 48 inches, infantry guns 72. Artillery bodies indirect have no maximum range. Guns and mortars firing indirect carry D6 to a 5 or 6 for the first round to hit a stationary target. A D6 to a 6 is required to hit a target that moved in its last turn. Now the German tank did move in the last turn because it moved into position, but they wouldn't have seen it. So it's 6s. So with 3 guns, and it's 2 batteries each. Yeah. So the first battery, 6. Have 5, so we've got 1 hit. Because it moved in the last turn, you need 6s to hit it. For the next battery, it's 5 or 6 because it's zeroed in. That's a waste. 1 hit. Only a gun with a 80mm or larger can destroy a fully enclosed fighting vehicle. Okay, so we've got 1 hit. If a target is not covered, deduct 1d6 from the number of dice rolled. If a target is an armoured vehicle, only throw 1d6 for each hit. It says here to destroy an armoured vehicle you need 6. Guns over 111, 4, 5, 6. Guns and mortars 5 and 6. If the armoured fighting vehicle is destroyed, a further d6 that determines the number of casualties the vehicle is towing a weapon. Okay, so we'll just do this. So it says 6 here to destroy an armoured vehicle. So 6 is to hit it, 6 is to destroy it. It ain't happening. What a waste of artillery. Okay, so we have the 57mm, and I believe it was, let's see, 20 inches. So that's direct fire. Each weapon has a gun class from 1 to 6, with 1 being the best. Target class 1 to 6, 1 being the best. Ranges for anti-tank fire: short 0 to 12 normal, 12 to 30. no, not the 12 short, normal 12, so it's normal range. Gun class of the 57mm is 3, and the target class 3, gun class 2, so target class 3. So there's no advantage. They're both, one's attack class is 3, or gun class is 3, and the other target class is 3, so they have no advantages over each other. Now to hit. Right, so the test for effect from an anti-tank fire, a player must first roll a d6 to see if the gunshot hits a target and is capable of causing damage. Add or subtract the difference between the gun class and the target class and any modifiers. If the result is 4 or more, you may test for damage. 3 or less, and the shot has missed the target. Okay, so let's do the dice first. I always do the modifiers while I'm having it going. Yep, it's going as I thought. This game could end quicker than normal because really the Americans need to be hitting every target as soon as they shoot. Well, we got a 1, which is always a miss. Yep, done diddly squat. And there's no point firing the mortars because the mortars are only 60mm. You need 80mm or more to damage the armoured vehicle. So I think that's the Americans turned on. Let me just double check. Firing is declared and carried out. Figures and vehicles that have not already moved may be moved. Nope, nothing being moved. Actually, I should bring some more of them. Yeah, I'm going to move some of these guys here. Move the guys at the back. Get them into some sort of firing position. And that wall is not a wall. It's trench and barbed wire. But I had no barbed wire. I'm going to make some up. Keeping that radio team where they are. So that'll do for me. So the Americans fired their artillery. This turn 9. Americans fired their artillery, fired their pieces to 57mm. Missed the tank, and it'll be the Germans' turn next. I'll do that in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.